Good afternoon, kings and queens, and welcome to Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L, of Success Beyond Strategies, LLC, building strategies that become successful actions, helping business owners and entrepreneurs take their vision, mission, and purpose, turn it into a legal, successful, and profitable business entity. This show is brought to you by the Magnet Exchange Group, a book club, a social club of like minded individuals with a powerful magnetic attraction that develops healthy relationships, positive personal development, and we share wisdom and experiences in generational wealth development and wealth preservation. We have been doing the Business Empowerment Days of the Week segment. That's DAYZ, sharing some golden nuggets to get you successfully and victoriously through your week. We have been doing the Power Series, and this is August 31st. First of all, shout out to all of my August babies. I know you guys celebrate all month long, so I hope that you had an awesome, awesome, powerful birthday month, birthday celebrations, and we just salute you and we just thank God for you. With that being said, today is Work It Out Wednesday. We fresh started on Monday, we tackled it on Tuesday. Now we're going to work it all out. We've been talking about the Power Series, and we've been talking this week about the power found in constructive feedback. And the way I brought out the topic of constructive feedback, it was so that it can turn into positive, creative feedback. We talked about the certain areas about constructive feedback, about being specific, being positive, be observant without interference, use descriptive language, avoid feedback overload, being critical, of course. We talked about giving constructive feedback that produces creativity, establishing trust. We talked about how important that was, the balance of positive and negative when you're giving feedback, to be observant and don't misinterpret. We said to be specific about talking face to face, about not making it personal. We talked about providing feedback on a consistent enough basis, again, that promotes creativity. And we talked about the importance of being timely. If you have missed any of those shows this week, you can go to my YouTube channel. That's Lady Verne, LadyVerne, and you can like and subscribe and hit that notification button so that you do not miss any of these awesome, awesome power series, so that you can apply them to your business, to your corporations, to your organizations, to your ministries, and most of all, to your person, because you are only as good as the level of personal development you are investing in you. We also talked about elements of constructive feedback, assuming good intentions, in other words, having a good motive of heart. We talked about seeking to understand the other's point of view first. We talked about focusing on relevant data, right now information and ideas, and being deliverable and emphasizing useful, actionable, that produces, again, that creativity in your feedback. We're going to wrap it up today because tomorrow we are going to break down assessments. A week ago, we talked about assessments, and I found out that that was a very meaty topic that we're going to break down. So we're going to spend one day this week, because Friday I got a special guest coming. I'm so excited, but you're going to have to wait to find out who it is. So that means you got to tune in. And we are just going to have an awesome time. And we're going to go into assessments, because there's some assessment tools that I would like to share to make sure that you are giving your businesses and your organizations and your ministry the right assessments, so that you're looking at your strategies and you're making sure that they are timely and that they're fitting, because technology has us moving at rapid paces. So you want to make sure that you are staying up with your industry. We talked about what is the most effective feedback. And come to find out, the most effective feedback is impact feedback. We hear that word a lot, talking about making an impact, being an influencer, um, helping to bring people to the next level and dimensions of themselves, of their person. of the things that they have been gifted and talented and called to do, their visions, missions, and purposes, making sure that they are making an impact, that they're making a difference, that they're making a change in people's lives, because change is ever evolving. It's something that is not stagnant. It's something that moves. It's something that flows. It has a currency. Okay. It has a movement. And that movement, you always want it to be going forward. Even if it's in retrospect, you still in retrospect moving forward, because that's the goal, to move forward. So we're going to talk a little bit about the impact of feedback, or the impact type of feedback. And we're going to be real brief. So let's get in. Impactful feedback is the most effective type of feedback because it starts with informing a person about the results of their either conduct, behavior, performance, without dissecting details down to where it's not producing the results that you want that person to end up producing. It's not assuming motivation, but it produces motivation. It doesn't place blame. It looks at the assessment of the situation or the circumstance and say, okay, this is what happened. This is the result of what happened. And then coming from a posture of that, if you want a person to be creative and to give back to you the results of the feedback, then you want to sit down and say, well, what did you think about that? How did you see that? What way would you think we could have done this differently? Or what way that you would have thought that this should have been done differently? Because you want to, again, we talked about putting yourself and understanding another person's point of view. The biggest and best thing that you could do for your business is to work with your staff, with those that serve among you, to get feedback from them as to the results of their interactions with your clients and your customers. You heard me say boots on the ground. They're face to face on a daily basis with your customers and your clients. You're face to face with your customers and clients. So you want to make sure that you're listening, that you're clear in what the situation has produced, so that you can give the creative feedback, the constructive feedback that can take your business and your company forward. So let's break down impactful feedback. It informs a person about the results of their behavior, their conduct. So it's looking at exactly what their input produced, the outcome of what they produced, whether it was positive or negative, whether it was productive or unproductive, whether it is able to project your business to another step or dimension. In other words, if you have a person, like say you're a personal trainer and you have some other people that are serving alongside of you that has clients, that you either designate that client to them based on their personal skill set, or just someone that you're observing because you're training them for whatever aspect of your business that you're looking for them to do. So you're observing how they're interacting with their client. Are they making that client comfortable? Are they explaining the different processes of the exercises or whatever it is that they're showing them to do? If they're designating a certain body area, such as your abs, your obliques, and all the other parts of the body that I'm not going to get into, that, the hamstrings, your calves, and if the person has made it clear the areas that they're looking to really zone in on, and you want to make sure that that person heard that person clearly of what that person is coming in with, what their need is, and that person is then training them and giving them not just do this, do this, do this, but they're explaining why they're doing it. They're explaining, well, the reason why we're doing this exercise is because it helps with this part, it helps with that part, it helps aids with this part. We're going to be doing this exercise because this is the end result of what you're looking for. And this will do it because this is what it will do to that muscle part or that function of the body that they are looking to develop. So when you're looking at a person and you're looking at impactful feedback, this is what you're telling the instructor that you're training. This is the way that you want to really go about reaching this client or this customer, so that they not only understand what they're doing, but they also understand why they're doing it, what the end result they can expect to see. If you're having a product or a service, especially like in your beauty industry, a hair care product or a skincare product, you're saying to them, well, this is why, this is the product, this is what the product does, this is the end result that you can expect from that product with this level of usage. Because, see, a lot of people want miracles, but they don't want the process of the miracle. And it, especially in the beauty industry, even with hair care, if you're talking about conditioning, keeping a person may want their hair shiny or soft or whatever texture they're looking for from their hair, you're not only showing them the product, letting them know what the product does, but how to use that product so that they can get the end result and that they can see that end result. You will never have to worry about referrals. You'll never have to worry about them returning on a regular basis. They can become your consistent client, that because they know they're going to get the genuine care of what they're coming to you for, that you can deliver what you promise. And we have a saying in our Magnet Exchange group, to under promise but over deliver. This way, especially when you're dealing with the unknown of something such as a product, if you're designing that product yourself, then you're testing that product. You tested that product over a wide range of clients, whether they're culturally different or whether textures are different, then you can assure that client or that customer, this is what you can expect from this product, because this is the end result that we know this product will do. And then if there's any disclaimers involved, especially if you're in the finance industry, where nothing is controllable totally and 100%, there's systems involved. So when you're operating these systems and where you're operating them in the way that they are to be operated, we have disclaimers as we say, okay, even if you're operating the system this way, present results does not guarantee future results, because as we all know, the market is the market. So when you are looking at impactful feedback, the main thing here is you want to make sure your client, your customer, even those that serve among you, understand the products, understand the services, know how they function, how they can give detail to your clients and customers, that they will get the end results that they are looking for. Even in the food industry, if you're talking about a type of food, especially if you're in the vegan industry, if you're in the health food industry, then you are talking about being able to provide products and services that people are looking for different health results. So you can make the necessary recommendations for that client and that customer to be satisfied with your products, that not only will they return, but they will bring others and they will make referrals. They will be able to give you other clients that need your services. And that is so critically important today in business. If you're just looking for a moment, use leveraging people for money, and then next minute, they don't even know if your shop is still existing or your business is still available and open. That does not, especially in the small business, the industry of small businesses, that's not a good look for the industry, because what picture you're painting is a bad picture, because you have a lot of small, mid-sized, and large businesses that are catering to their clients and their customers. They're giving continuous, satisfying services that will not only cause people to want to come back, but will also give you good ratings in social media, that will also refer other clients to you. You want sustainable, profitable, successful businesses that will last and stand the test of time. And that comes from having impactful feedback from those that labor among you, that serve with you and serve among you, and that they want to feel proud and happy to represent your company. You have, we see it all the time. We go into your different department stores and things of that nature, and employees have to catch themselves because they're sitting there gossiping, tearing your business down, okay? Because of the disgruntledness of them working in your company or in your industry. And you may say, well, we're not, no, well, there's no such thing as a monopoly anymore because everybody's either partnering or buying up each other. But you don't want to take for granted that just because you're a big name that you'll be here forever. There's a whole lot of big names that are not around today because other big names have saw the need to fulfill the desires and the requests and the satisfactions of customers and clients, and they're making it happen. You know, we look at Blockbuster. Oh, I remember the arrogance of Blockbuster. And I'm sorry, but I have to tell the truth. It was like they had this aura and this attitude that we gonna be here. Y'all are gonna always come to us for your media needs. Do you see any Blockbusters on the block? No. There's several companies that has evolved as a result of those companies found a need, they filled it, they satisfied their customers, they made sure that they had customers coming back repeatedly, they gave good ratings, and they referred other people. And that's why these other companies just rolled right on in and Blockbuster rolled right on out. So be mindful. Don't take for granted that just because you've been a big name and you're around for a long time. I thought I'd never see the day where Sears and Roebuck, which eventually turned into Sears, would ever close its doors. Kmart's and you name the stores that are no longer the big names that we are so accustomed to seeing. But life evolves, businesses evolve, and you have to be open to evolve with your business. You have to stay on top of your industry and how to continue to meet needs, solve problems, and be the answer. Purpose to be the answer in your business, purpose to be the answer in your industry. And you will never have to be concerned with your doors closing, no matter what happens in our world system. If you stay creative from the feedback that you are given, if you stay impactful with the feedback that you have been given, and you'll also have a loyalty level of your employees and those that serve among you because they see that you have a genuine heart to serve the community in which your business resides. So, with that being said, thank you so much for joining me today with Business Strategies and Tips. And thank you for tuning in to our Business Empowerment Days of the Week, sharing some golden nuggets that hopefully you can apply to your business, to your social medias, and just getting the word out there about what you do and how you serve people. Please feel free to leave a comment. I appreciate your comments and your feedback as well. So, and definitely share with me some of the takeaways that you're getting from these sessions because I would love to know how it is impacting your business and your organizations and your ministries in a positive way. So remember, trust your journey. Adventure is calling. Are you answering? And know that you did not wake up today to be mediocre. So count your blessings and have a wonderful, wonderful Work It Out Wednesday. Just as a reminder, tune into our life changing alliances personal development Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Our Zoom number is 404-333-8430. And don't forget that in the right behind it on the backup, you can touch base with Mandate Exchange Group. Website is mandateexchangegroup.com. Our calls are Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Our Zoom number is 924-039-3360. Hope to see you there. Looking forward to it. And again, if you are looking to establish your business, take your business to the next dimension, if you need a regroup of your infrastructure, please go to my website, Success Beyond Strategies. That's STRATEGZ.com. Leave your information, and one of our consultants will get back to you and schedule that consultation so that we can get you started. Whatever God has given your hands to do now, right now, is the time to get it going. It's time to get it moving. It's time to write that book. It's time to get it published. It's time to get those recordings out. It's time for you to do whatever God has put your hand to do, whatever industry He has given you to do. Your gift, is something that you can do effortlessly without even blinking or thinking about it. It just comes so natural to you. That is where your wealth lies. And if you are looking to become a contributor to society, to your family, then you need to be about the Father's business and take that gift, multiply it, and let it be a blessing to the world. Have a great and wonderful Work It Out Wednesday. Bye bye for now.